All right, we are live. We are live. What's happening, kinfolk? What's happening, kinfolk? Yes, this is the spur of the moment thing because I got excited and just wanted to share, right? So I'm gonna build a beat and play one little song, and we're gonna get into this, right? And have some fun real quick, okay? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I did not have my headphones on. All right, all right. I'm. What's up, Tony? Chase Money. Hey, someone put a 8 in the chat if you can hear me well and all has been good. If you can hear me well, put an 8 in the chat. All right, all right, that's my man. Armchair philosopher. Thank you. Quick at the trigger today, right here. Look here. We're gonna have fun. And let me tell you something, family. Chase Money, Astro, Armchair, Chris, Tony. The gig is up for Afrocentrics. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If it wasn't up, thank you, Wahil L. If it wasn't up 4 years ago, it's up as of today. The month of February is not gonna be kind to Afrocentrics, and I warned y'all February was coming. So just give me 3 minutes, build this beat up real quick, and I'm going in. So you guys now will have information that refutes what you've learned or what you have thought over decades. I told you February 2025 is coming. What's up, D Williams? I told you February 2025 is coming. I told you this a year ago. You guys didn't think it would get here. Let's go. Can y'all hear the music clearly? Hit a number 8 again. What I do? Talk how I talk. You're right. Hold on, y'all. I hear y'all. See, I plugged my stuff up late, not realize I didn't have my headphones in. But we're gonna maybe bypass all this and just get to the nitty gritty. But hold on. But hold on. The juice is on the loose, they say, right? Let me present, share my screen again, share my screen, entire screen, the system audio, bam, got it, got it, got it. can hear that now, right?
Been in the game for quite some time, writing words and spitting rhymes, twisting up verbs and dropping dope lines. I'm here to take my shit back, motherfucker, gon' give me what's mine. Ow. You wanna do what I do?
Peace, Shakir. Peace to you.
You gotta do it, you do it. You wanna talk the way I talk. You gotta talk, you talk. You wanna walk the way I walk. Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? 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 Who's Jack?
Do you wanna know? Do you wanna know where he's Jack? I can tell you something about Jack. Where you were for real, bitch. Let me show you.
You like the stylish clothes I wear? Hold up, bitch, don't touch my hair.
Don't touch my hand, girl.
You smell the fragrance of my cologne through the air. A bona fide Mac. Know what you know about that, Jack? You wanna do what I do?
You gotta do it, do it.
You wanna talk the way I talk?
You gotta talk, talk.
You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? 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 Hold up now, you must think you slick. You talking about that, but that ain't this. You think that you're magic, hocus pocus with all your tricks. Wanna impress me, bitch? Drown a fish.
You be chill.
You wanna do what I do?
You gotta do it, you do it.
You wanna talk the way I talk?
You gotta talk, talk.
You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try.
What you like? What you like?
Yeah.
You don't know, Jack. You
Yeah.
don't know rules,
Check
Jack.
this out, fam.
What you like? What you like?
That's
bitch?
my shit right there called Who's Jack by a guy, I think he's in Europe. His name is Mofak, right? He make a lot of kind of funky shit and do things for people in Europe, and the breaking and pop locking community gravitates to him because he got that funky shit, right? What's happening, family? What's up, T Ben, Astro, Shakir, Chris Connors, Donnie Williams, the OG. You know what I'm saying? Armchair philosopher. Everybody who's in the house, Chase Money, Chris Connors, right? YLLD. I'm trying to pronounce your name. Dan Buki, Eric Christopher, right? Just a shout out to everybody who's in the goddamn house. Tony, I see you, the first one to comment, right? So I just got excited tonight, right? Astro 87, man, I really, 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 really appreciate, man, the donation, man. I'm so grateful for all of that, right? I don't care if somebody send me $1. I'm just as grateful as $1 as I am with $10, as I am with $50, because every individual can only do what they can do, right here. Now I have my Cash App up here, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is the end of the road. The DNA is out. For 4 long years, when I made the video Black Egypt Debunked, people have been debating and going back and forth with each other, having live streams 10 hours a day, 5 hours a day, acting a goddamn fool for 4 long years straight. Every day, if not every other day, I'm talking about hours logged in. Because Chief X sparked something. And it's ending this month and all throughout the year of 2025. You can at least give me a donation. All these cats for 4 years been speaking on a topic I jumped off, that I was a flashpoint of. You can at least donate $1, $5, and say, you know what, I learned a lot. Thank you, Chief X, for stirring the motherfucking pot where people can dialogue. Oh shit, my chair almost goddamn broke. Did you see that shit? Where Chief X at least stirred the pot, got all these conversations. This channel got donations and cash apps. This channel, and all off of a subject I stirred up, right? So I got my cash app up here, and I don't always beg or ask for cash apps or things like that, but I mean, hook me up. Everybody got $1. Everybody got $5. Everybody got $10. Right? So let's just get this show on the roll. Right? What's up, Dr. Banoob? How you doing? So as people know, let me share my screen. Excuse me. Let me share my screen. Let me remove this writing. And let's get into this. Let's get into this. And share my screen. It's a little delay. I'm watching my tablet, making sure everything is operating properly. Right here. About a year and a half ago, I told people about population genetics, ancient Egypt. Because what we've really been talking about is population genetics. I never had no argument about skin tone, dark and light, and all this old petty dumb shit niggas been doing to avoid the reality of we're talking about population genetics of ancient Egypt. What is the genetics of these people? Black so-called conscious community has been in competition with white folk and everybody else around the globe to prove and show and prove about achievements in morality. It's been a competition. Everyone wants to claim they did this or that, claim this civilization, because of the mystical, magical things ancient Egypt was. So population genetics, I told you guys, let's just blow this up so we can all see and get into this. The URAC Research Center, you see at the top on the left, URAC Research Center, it doesn't say center, excuse me, URAC Research, but it is institute and center, right? Made up of people around the world. There's no bias. All these white boys, there's Africans, there's Europeans, there's Russians, there's Italians, there's people from Cuba, There's everybody working on these projects, talking about these ancient mummies and this new DNA and the new technology. So it's no game, right? So what does it say? Life and death in ancient Egypt, paleogenetic examinations for the reconstruction of living conditions, diseases, and the ancestry of ancient Egyptian mummies, right? They have a whole mummy institute, right? So right here it says what? Project duration, right? Let's all see this so we can understand what we're talking about tonight. Project duration, June 2021, and it ends February 2025. I told you niggas this about a year and a half ago. You didn't think this day was going to come. I told everybody a year and a half ago, you better get with what the fuck Chief X been saying. You better get ahead of the curve right now, because we got all you cats on record. And if you're not in line, when February 2025 comes, you're going to be looking stupid. Everybody going to be like, Chief X told all these niggas. Chief X told the entire ASCAC. He told everybody on Sinetter TV, House of Consciousness. He debated and haggled out with all the squads, the Amin Ra squad, and all these people who tried to cancel him. Just because Chief X wanted to tell the truth. I was ahead of this shit 4 years ago. Here's fucking Reckoning Day. The Institute for Mummy Studies, nigga. In this project, we aim to investigate the population genetics history of Egypt using ancient DNA analysis. For this, Egyptian mummies and skeletal remains housed in the collections of the Museo Egizio of Turin and the Egyptian Museum and papyrus collections of the, I can't pronounce some of these words, so bear with me, will be analyzed, right? What are they analyzing, Chief X? These specimens encompass a span of time about 5,000 years, from 4000 BC to 800 AD. Didn't I tell you that? Because all the Afrocentrics, since 2017, when the Schuderman study came out, that said these people were of Levant affinities, of West Asian affinities, Afrocentrics been having a fit and said, oh, that 2017 study was just talking about a small population in the later periods, and when Egypt was declining and the new kingdom and wah. It doesn't talk about every area of Egypt in all time periods. Well, today is Reckoning Day. These specimens encompass a time span of about 5,000 fucking years. 4000 BC to 800 AD, and have been recovered from various archaeological sites in Egypt. Not just one anymore. Thus, the data obtained by this project will, for the first time, for the what, Chief X? For the first time. For what time? The first fucking time. Cover what? All periods of ancient Egyptian history, as well as a broad geographical context. To all specimens hide through output sequencing methods, right? Including DNA hybridization capture techniques will be applied to reconstruct mitochondrial genomes and for specimens. Anyway, not to belabor anybody, but this thing is encompassing all periods, all areas, from pre-dynastic Egypt, before Egypt was even formed. So I don't want to hear no more yippity yapping and crying. We on y'all ass today. And we come to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, right? So this thing has come to fruition. Here's February. Now, all the info hadn't even been leaked yet. They first leaked some, I believe, January the 27th, 2024. So people have been waiting for this information and these reports and these studies to come out. And some has been leaked, and that's what I'm going to go over. But let me let you know, me and my brother, Street Sufi, formerly known as Ngozi, we call him Street Sufi now. He's a DNA expert, in my opinion. Me and him are doing a live stream Saturday. I'm not the DNA guy. I can't explain this stuff. I just want to show you what has been studied and is now coming out to the public. My brother Street Sufi, formerly known as Ngozi, will break all this down Saturday. We're going to have a nice live stream Saturday and break all this down and make sense of it. Okay? Now, show and prove some shit, Chief X. Okay. Now, just to let you know, if people seen my thumbnails of two reserve heads, they call, right? People didn't know about reserve heads. I was doing a live stream some years ago, and this guy came on talking about reserve heads, and it shook everybody. Look up reserve heads. So these are reserve heads, and reserve heads are, real quick before we just get into the DNA, reserve heads are known as magical heads or replacement heads. The latter term derived from the original German, blase. Right? So reserve heads were found, right? They have been found in a number of non-royal tombs of the 4th dynasty, right? Primarily from the reigns of pyramid building pharaohs Khufu and Khafre, you know what I mean, circa 2500, 2496 BC, right? So I just wanted to explain my thumbnail is of reserve heads. None of the reserve heads look like black folk. Nobody knew about reserve heads until some guy on my channel started talking about them and breaking them down one day. Now everybody's talking about reserve heads, right? Right? So these are, real quick, before we get to the DNA information, I don't want to hold y'all too long. This is going to be real quick. These are reserve heads found in certain tombs, right? Where am I at? Right here in time periods, right? These reserve heads, Giza, 4th dynasty. These are reserve heads found in these tombs, Giza, 4th dynasty. They don't look like black folk. So what we do is we cherry pick. And we just don't show the real shit. Nobody showed you this shit. Late to mid 4th dynasty reserve heads. 4th dynasty reserve heads. 5th dynasty reserve heads. Now, why are these reserve heads in these tombs, and what's the purpose of them? That's for your own study to do, but I just wanted to show you guys in time periods because it's kind of related to what I'm saying. None of these look like black folk, and in chronological order, they are listed in the old kingdoms. Okay? So if we want to play picture games, we can get down. So now let's move forward. Okay, where were we? Where are we? Okay, so we talked about Uric research, right? And here is just an abstract of a study, and you guys can check this out for yourself. You can just Google this. Reconstructing past human genetic variation with ancient DNA, right? So what is it about? Reconstructing the past human genetic variation with ancient DNA. Case studies from ancient Egypt and medieval Europe. Case studies from what? Ancient Egypt and medieval Europe. Right? Abstract. Recent advances in paleogenomics have massively improved our knowledge of human history, right? An explosion of the number of sequenced ancient human genomes has allowed direct exploration of ancestry dispersion. Just let me stop real quick. The reason why this research project has went down, first of all, is there's been advances in technology. See, a lot of times people don't realize technology is going to improve, and one day it's going to prove a lot of people wrong. Here's that reckoning day. But let me get to the nitty gritty. Let me move forward about all this. This is talking about some ancient European things they found. So let me get to the nitty gritty. Okay, here we go. DNA was extracted. Let me just blow it up. I don't want nobody to miss nothing. Okay, here we go. DNA was extracted from 94 samples from Arment, Egypt, Nurat, Egypt, and Gaba, Sudan, dated from the early Neolithic, which is prior to when Egypt was even developed. Excuse me, before there was a nation state called Egypt. So we're going way back pre-dynastic times. Okay? Let's be clear. From the early Neolithic to the historic period, genome-wide data were successfully recovered from one sample from Nurat, right? Let's just go over this. It was success. Damn. Maybe I got it too big. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Did I pass it up already? Hold on. Let me make this smaller real quick. Hold on, family. Let me get it together. You know, us old niggas ain't the most savvy with technology. Okay, where is it at? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, DNA was here we go again. Let's just read from here. Here we go. DNA was extracted from 94 samples from Armat, Egypt, Nurat, Egypt, and Gaba, Sudan, dated from the early Neolithic period to the historic period. Genome-wide data were successfully recovered from one sample from Nurat sequence, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand the language. Me and Ngozi going to break this down come Saturday, right? Consistent with third, fourth dynasties of the Old Kingdom, allele frequencies based analysis, PCA admixture, F statistics, show what? A strong genetic affinity of this sample to Levantine Natufians. Compared with genomes dated from the end of the dynastic period, third intermediate period, to present day Egyptians, the Nurat sample did not carry the Caucasus hunter-gatherer genetic component that started to spread across West Asia 4,000 years ago and widely spread in present-day populations. The presence of this component in Egypt is likely associated with the admixture between local Egyptian populations and the Bronze Age-related populations from West Asia. So there's always a West Asia, Egyptian, North African connection, right? The admixture pattern might result from the dominance of Lower Egypt by Canaanite Levantine rulers during the second intermediate period, right? Canaan used to be a colony of ancient Egypt in ancient times, okay? These people were screwing each other. These people were speaking the same language, okay? They looked similar because you always look just like the people in your region. It's just like people in Central Africa look just like people in West Africa because they're in the same region. This is not rocket science, right? So, even though optimize wet laboratory techniques. So let me just get down to the nitty gritty, right? So what they're basically saying is they're co-signing the study in 2017, the Schunemann study. Now, we're going to read a few comments from some people in these spaces, right? Um, so people are letting you know the data was released a few days ago, right? So this is new data, and I'm showing you the chronology. In February, all this stuff is coming out. Now, real quick. So people are saying, well, it really meant people gave up hope that the Egypt paper would ever be released. I'm looking forward to the DNA results, particularly those of King Tut and his family. All this shit's about to come out by the end of this month and throughout the year. People are looking forward to the results of King Tut and his family. I mean, they got every period coming, and people are anticipating. And this is why I went live today, right? So it says, see, people are talking about the study I'm talking about. It says restricted until February 25, right? Which is only a week away. So people were saying this at the end of January. But just pay attention real quick. Um, this paper is released today. So somebody come February 1st said this paper was released. The ancient Egyptian sample from 2600 BC had mtDNA-I, which is from 21K years ago, from West Asia, and E1BY DNA that is exclusively of North African marker. Genetically similar to who? Levantine Neolithic populations. Now, what did they say? mtDNA-I. So I had to go check out mtDNA-I haplogroup. Origin, what is the origin it says? Oops. Damn. Anyway, Southwest Asia, right? Haplogroup I is a human mitochondrial DNA haplogroup. It is believed to have originated 21,000 years ago during the last glacial maximum period. Where? In West Asia. I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get back. So, what are they saying? Levantine Neolithic populations, Natufian Levantine. So, let's just look up Natufian. The Natufians were a prehistoric culture that lived where? The Levant region of West Asia, from about 15,000 to 11,000 years ago. They were hunter-gatherers who lived in semi-sedentary communities and are considered to be the transition point between hunting and gathering and agriculture. The Natufians were among the first people to build permanent structures. Right? Natufians were among the first to produce beer and experiment with baking. The Natufians had burial practices. Right? And here's a guy, I guess, I'm sorry, not I guess, but he is. His name is John Hawkes. Right? This video by John Hawkes, and it's on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but I bring that up for a reason. Right? Hold on. Hawk, I see here. He's a regular member. It must be him. Right? So, one of the mummy studies is NU-E001 is an old kingdom carries a Natufian lineage. That's the name of the mummy or group of mummies. I'm just jumping on this, so don't take everything I say word for word. Um, Oops, right, Natufian derived. Okay, but this is what I want to get to. Hawk. Yes, very Natufian from the paper of Mores 2025. So Mores was the one that I was showing you the initial study, did a thesis on it just recently. So a lot of this information is just now being released, 2025. He's telling you what page it's on because I guess he's read it, right? Shares the same main ancestry as present day populations of Arabian Peninsula as well as Bedouin, which ultimately derived from Levantine Epipaleolithic Natufians, right? So this is what made me laugh. It said, so people who had dreams of this sample looking like they're getting on white folks and black folk here. It says, so people who had dreams of this sample looking like the Vikings from the northernmost regions of Europe on one end, or Nilo-Saharan on or Niger Congo Bantu speakers from sub-Saharan Africa on the other end, the game is over. See, everyone knows now that this study is coming out, the game is over. For any fringe white folk or black folk, aka Afrocentrics, that's claiming that the ancient Egyptians were black, guess what? The game is over. For white folk and black folk. Near Eastern West Asian populations, autosomal Y and MTAYs, North African Y-DNA paternal lineage. It's over. So I'm just wait a minute. So I just came on here to fuck with y'all and give you just a sliver, right? And give you a slither of information of what's about to rain down on you. I'm gonna need some men in Ngozi, excuse me. I like to say Street Sufi, formerly known as Ngozi, is gonna go live Saturday or possibly Sunday and break this down more because I'm not the DNA guy. I'm not these cats y'all be fucking with who think they multi geniuses and can just break down every subject for you. You know what I mean? I'll get an expert to break something down if I don't know about it. So I got happy tonight. I poured me a motherfucking drink, and I ain't scared of you niggas. I poured me a drink. I said, let me get on here and talk some shit tonight. Let me take me a sip and talk some shit tonight. We got 45 up in the house. Check this out, family. Check this out. Hold on. She didn't went out on me. Hold on. So check this out. Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. Entire screen. And the system audio. Let me tell you. I'm not going to play her video, but because I'll get a little strike and I can't be monetized. But I'm going to tell you right now. If you want to see someone break down this study, you can go to Egyptologist 7's channel. She has a little 4-minute video breaking this down. So let me just skip through. So even in this study, they go down to some Nubian populations. Hey, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of that. give you the geographical area they found certain things, right? She breaks it down for you, right? And tells you it originated 21,000 years ago, right? Haplo, mtDNA haplogroup I. So if you just want to get a little further information about it, you can go to Egyptologist Seven's channel here and check it out. So this is an old kingdom picture that Afrocentrics hate to show, right? They want to show cherry pick stuff in the same old 10 pictures that they show every day for 20 years. The same old 15 pictures. Yeah, they show you to make you think the ancient Egyptians is black, right? So you can check out Egyptologist 7 channel and watch her break down on it. I'm not the DNA guy, so I'm not going to even get into that. So, what we going to do before we go, right? Also, um, um, this is something I also wanted to show. What did I want to show? These are other people in certain spaces and forums talking about it. Um, they mentioned the Schuneman study in 2017 to let you know it coincides kind of. It wasn't no, she wasn't off about something. They talking about here, go right here. Haplogroup I, right, which originated 21,000 years ago. Where? In West Asia, right? People are on it. Arabian Peninsula, Iran, Levant, Anatolia, Northeast East Africa, Northwest Africa, Caucasus, right? Just so these are just people in spaces talking about this new study that's coming out and anticipating more information about it, right? Mm. Okay, so people are looking forward. What does it say? We're gonna end this real quick. They're looking forward to results, particularly of King Tut and his family. So more info is coming out, people. I haven't read the comments. I'm about to get to y'all real quick. Hold on. It's located to close. Is located close to present-day individuals living in the Arabian Peninsula in Northeast Africa. Um, shows genetic affinities with both the Epipaleolithic and Neolithic groups from the Levant, right? So what's out? Let me come back to y'all. First off, I'm gonna need a lot of motherfucking apologies come this month and the remaining months through this year. So it's like the tip of the iceberg, right? People are just now about to start getting into the study. More information about the study is gonna be leaking out and coming out, this year, and it's gonna get deeper and deeper. What up, JP TV? So I told y'all to get ahead of the curve, but time is up. You waited too long to get honest. And don't nobody come acting like, we already in it. Nope. Don't let Brother Op tell you he been saying this. Nope. Because Op was furious and berserker like about debating me that I'm wrong, that the ancient Egyptians ain't black. You remember? What did he want to debate me for? Because he figured I was wrong and he's right and he can make you guys think that they're black. We got all you cats on record. There's no escaping. 4 years ago, I challenged ASCAC, Anthony Browder, everybody in the House of Consciousness, Jabari, Brother Reggie, Smash Rockwell, any man on the planet, I said. And nobody really wanted it. And you're all gonna have to eat cheese now. It's the day of reckoning. You can do your own further research and look more into this. Me and Ngozi gonna tackle it Saturday and make it plain for you. I'm gonna be more ready Saturday. Today was just some spur of the moment shit. I just wanted to get on here and talk shit. Well, what y'all talking about in the chat? I'm just reading a few comments. Yep, I'm having a sip and enjoying my evening tonight. What? You said Zai Hawaii. Hawaii will be in Los Angeles, I believe, May 2025. He will discuss DNA and some of the notable mummies. I have to go there. If he's going to be in Los Angeles, I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be in the goddamn house. Let me make a mental note. Let me make a note to look into this and find the information and the date. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. I hope he breaks down some of this new information that's coming out. It talks about that. What you say, Dot Real? Kid are gonna rush and do another panic rebuttal. Hey man, look here, Armchair. When this shit start hitting the fan and more of this info starts leaking out and just killing these cats, I mean, what people? I mean, it shouldn't be. See, we have to be people and have integrity, maintain integrity. When I got into this movement, my flashpoint was in 1992. At this time, there was no social media. There was no like internet like this, and like we used to call ourselves truth seekers. That was the goal, to be a sincere truth seeker. Not play some game and get into clicks and what I'm saying, truth seeker in opposition to a faith seeker or a belief seeker. See, ancient Egypt has become a belief. People say, fuck that truth seeking shit and being sincere about it. I got to push this belief now. We done commercialized and romanticized all this bullshit. I've been teaching this and saying this, and I have groups and rap groups named after this and called the hieroglyphics, and I'm supposed to be a teacher, and Wujiao, and we supposed to be teaching the hieroglyphics. We our logos are black. We got this foolish pride, I call it. Well, people can't say, you know what, I was wrong as fuck. Good looking out. So when I came to y'all 5 years ago and said I'm bringing y'all back to Western Central Africa, I meant well. I didn't mean no goddamn harm. What you mad at me for? I've always told you I meant well. And all you growing up on in this so-called alternate community, which is one of the dumbest communities in the Black American, you know what I mean, subculture. To tell the truth, the conscious community is a dumb motherfucking community. It's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. You can tell a fruit by the, you can tell a tree by the fruit it bears. You know what the fruit that's been bore from this tree called the conscious community? Do you want me to name these motherfuckers? Do you want me to name these scammers, pedophiles, deviants? 80% of these people don't even have a motherfucking job. Bunch of niggas mad at the black church and came out the black church seeking something because they read a book or two. Niggas read two books, and think they smarter than their entire family. Niggas read 3 and 4 books and think they know more than college professors. These cat got mental health problems on a high level. Trust and believe this. Okay, let me go back to the comments. Call me MAGA X. You know, I'm not familiar with any of that. I can't speak on that, Dr. Badu. What you say, Egyptologist 7, you'll be making more videos. Thank you. He said, bend the knee. Listen to him tell you. This is what you cats do. You bend the motherfucking knee. Because Chief X told you. This is called bending the knee. Order. You bend the knee and you kiss the motherfucking pinky ring. Bend a knee and kiss the pinky ring. I'm just clowning around, y'all. I'm playing, but I ain't playing. What's happening, Ken folk? What you say, armchair? Turns out the mountains of the moon were in Asia. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Listen here. This shit's about to reignite. And people are going to get to talking about these studies that the UREC research has done and told you was coming out. But you didn't want to believe. You thought you had another year to snow the people. You said, I got another year to try to subvert Chief X and play this role so I can continue this hotep hustle. Brother Reggie is like, damn, Chief X right as fuck. Let me hide and run from Chief X. Let me play like Chief X crazy. But I know this nigga right. But in no way, this Brother Reggie talking. In no way can I let it be known, assumed, or getting even any semblance to the ancient Egyptians not being black, because I've been teaching they are for 30 years now. For 40 years now. So my foolish pride won't let me correct myself. My foolish pride won't let me tell black folk real, true history. I have to stick with what we call pseudo history, revised history. With no more revised history, no more pseudo history, we're going to get on point. We bring you niggas back to Western Central Africa where you belong. Because all Dr. Ben did, rest in peace to him, Dr. Ben taught black folk Caucasian history. He never taught black history. Oh, what'd you say, Chief? Dr. Ben wasn't like John Henry Clark. John Henry Clark would go all over the place and touch all kind of different subjects in African history, African. Dr. Ben taught black folk Caucasian history, never African history or, excuse me. Sometimes you got to even be careful saying African history because every time you say the word Africa, these days people don't know Africa is the most diverse continent, and all of Africa is not black Africa. So sometimes you got to be careful and clarify shit with you niggas. What I mean by Caucasian history is in forensic science, if they find some skeletal remains or a body, they want to know what the sex, age, and race of this skeleton, of this dead body is. And when they do, they use the charts of Caucasian, Caucasoid, Negroid, Mongoloid. They do that shit in 2025 to figure it out. So you guys can play this, oh, that's it, if you want to. That's what they do right now. So Berbers, Arabs, people in West Asia, the Levant, is considered in forensic science Caucasoid. So if somebody's been teaching you, you are the ancient Egyptians, and the ancient Egyptians and your people and black folk, they done this, they done that. That's not true. What they've been trying to do is steal Caucasian history. Because Egypt is a mystical, magical place. And we all got to have it. Walter Williams said in the video, we must claim Egypt. If we want any respect, this is his exact words, we have to claim Egypt. Because then when black folk mind, when they say you claim Egypt, when you claim the achievements of that mystical, magical culture, and the advancements, and got like the seventh wonders of the world there that built the pyramid, when you claim that, then you can trump white folk. No, white folk, we did this, therefore we better than you. See, we've always been in this competition for achievements and morality. Oh, no, the white man. So we don't like to talk about indigenous slavery. Then we will be seen as enslaving and doing the things that white men did in slavery with us. So we've been in competition for achievements and morality with white folk. That's what Afrocentrism is all about. It was set up to combat old ass Eurocentrism, which died, although Afrocentrism continues. So the whole mindset of Afrocentrism is to compete with white folk for achievements in morality. And we lose in that battle. Every time we talk about morality and people are Chief X, you trip. No. I did a whole presentation showing y'all ain't no motherfucking angels. Y'all up out here being terrorists. And I did a whole presentation on violent crimes, and I listed what violent crimes are because they have categories. Rape is a violent crime. Strong arm robbery is a violent crime. I said, and you can go look them up. I said, black folk in America lead by percentage in all statistics of violent crime. Oh, chief. And I showed the stats and everything. Go to YouTube right now and put in taxi cab drop, taxi cab robbery. I guarantee you the first 10 people that pop up is a nigga fucking around. Cell phone store robbery. I mean, like, I'm a 2A guy. I be watching these self protection, all this. I be knowing what everybody be doing and who's acting a fool and who's not acting a goddamn fool. So this competition for morality and achievements, it's okay. Everybody can't have the achievements of everybody else. Native Americans didn't read or write. I mean, like, look, everyone is not advanced as everyone. Every certain geographical areas advance before another geographical area for a specific reason, and it's okay. Certain groups of people and nations were far advanced than other nations and groups of people. This is just fucking life. Somebody showed us, you know what, never mind. I'm just reading a few comments. So I mean, I just wanted to make this video. I'm not playing to no crowd, but sometimes you just got to give people blunt and raw reality. This is what Afrocentrism has always been about: competing with white folk for achievements and morality. It's really not even necessary. What's necessary? You're only responsible for your own family, your kids, your mom and dad, your siblings, and educating your offspring. That's all you're responsible for. It's not my duty to do nothing for nobody. I mean, it can be great, and I have, but all this fantasy you niggas be talking about, oh, we're gonna get this, let's get together in this unit. Uh, People not even unify with their own kids. How you gonna unify with me? These cats is crazy, broke, no job, talking about unity. You can't even unify with your own kids. You ain't friends with your ex-wives, and y'all can't even sit down. Y'all saw all over the place, but talking about unity with strangers online. This is how far gone people have gotten. So this online conscious community has been a cult, and it has been a cult for decades. I was in the cult. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I used to push this pseudo history. I'm fucking guilty. But it's 2025. So I just wanted to get on here and clown around. And that's all. We had 50 people up in here at one time. And I don't want to take too long. It's been an hour and 4 minutes. But stay tuned. Come Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if we're going to do this thing on Saturday or Sunday. But me and Street Sufi, formerly known as Ngozis, is about to break down a few new pieces of slithers of information that has dropped and people are so quiet about. Ask Smash Rockwell, what about this new info and DNA that's been dropped? Ask Brother Reggie, oh, Y'all be good. I'm out.